I am Niambi Shalee. I'm a tarot reader, spiritual teacher, practitioner, and I also study planetary alignment to help those that are land to me understand the energies that we're in. We got a lot of stuff going on in the cosmos, and we're going to break it down today with the Aquarius full moon. We're going to start with that. If you are under the age of 18, back out. If you are offended easily, back out. Now, this full moon in Aquarius is July 29th, and we also have Saturn station in retrograde in Aries that happened on the 26th. This whole energy is about reclaiming your power, rewriting the foundation. Right, so there were some things that you were trying to do a couple years ago, and it just was not working, and it was because the universe is recalibrating us. That's the best way to put it. Let's see what the first card to come out, giving us the overall energy. The Hierophant. It was real excited to come out, right? So we got the Hierophant sitting here, and your traditional teachings are going to be challenged right now, right? So you may find yourself in situations where you don't believe what you were taught. You don't take heed to what was given to you previously. The Hierophant is about the inner teacher. The Hierophant is also about creating those new traditions, right? So instead of teaching what was taught to you, you have now come up with your very own ideology, and you teach it to your children. You teach it to the people that are around you. If you're going to be around me, you got to act like this. You got to be like this. That's a big energy right now. Right? We got that full moon happening at 6 degrees, and 6 degrees is all about service, health, right? Our daily routines. I want clear message, not 2 cards. Let me see what that was. Ooh. You want me to have either one of them, Divine? Give it back to me. Yes, so at that 6 degrees, it's about, sense of duty and how you have been showing up and how you may, it just rules practical skills, right? Attention to detail. I'm going to go ahead and take what I have out here. And what I have is the 2 of Cups in the reverse for this past energy. Now, this energy is bringing up to me how you haven't gotten what it is that you needed, right? You haven't been able to get anyone to show up for you. You may be feeling like, man, I just feel like nobody is there for me, because the next card that comes out is the 4 of Pentacles. I did want very clear messages, but this was precise and like, okay, take these 3 cards. You got the 4 of Cups, and the 4 of Cups in the reverse is about letting go. Both of these are in the reverse. When I get even cards in reverse, to me, they are significant, right? So you got the 2 of Cups in the reverse, where you have been needing or feeling like you needed someone to help, to come along, to be there, to be so that you can be encouraged. But this is about self-reflection. And you may have been doing this over the last couple months, right? Because with the 4 of Pentacles, it's something that you needed to let go that may have been there, but not giving you what it is that you needed, right? So 2 of Cups having the implication that there was someone else around, but you were not getting what it was that you were putting out. You weren't getting reciprocation. All right. And here's the 4 of Pentacles saying, all right, well, it's time. It's time to let go. If you weren't getting what it was that you need, it's time to let go, because the 3 of Swords. And I very rarely pull the 3 of Swords. This has something to do with the partnership. This has something to do, it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be, I thought that they cared about me. I thought that they were loyal to me. I thought, right? Because the 3 of Swords is about a thinking process that keeps you bound because of your heart. Okay? All right. Thank you, Divine. So, yeah, this is someone needing to step up, right? And the crazy part about the full moon in Aquarius, it's going to expose motives. It's going to challenge the hierarchy, right? It's going to give you like mindset resolution, right? All right, first cards to come out, and I'm guessing 5 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, and the 4 of Cups. I love that. I absolutely love this, because if you pay attention to the reversals, and I typically don't read reversals because I talk a lot of shit anyway, so I don't really need to talk about reversals. But here we go, right? It's in this row, it's talking about recovering your stability. Something has been taken from you by someone, something that you loved, right? And it's been weighing you down. So the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse is saying recovering your stability. So you may have been going through this in your life right now. Like, I mean, this is the past energy, but you may be thinking like, you know what? I was actually going through something where someone was taking more of me than I was able to give. It became overwhelming, right? Because then we had the 7 of Swords in the reverse. Letting go. And it's something that you have been kind of like deceiving yourself to believe. Like, you know what? They really love me. That place, you know, this is like the 7 of Swords in the reverse. The self-deception is like, brings to me like a person who has worked at a place for 20 years and they get sick and nobody sends them anything. Nobody sends them a get well. Nobody comes by. Nobody looks out for them. This is what this reminds me of. And then that person finally realizes like, damn, I've been working here for 40 years and all I got was a fucking watch. Yeah, that's what this reminds me of. So put that in any space. Doesn't have to be work. It can be a person that was not reciprocating. It can be a family member that was using. It can be, right? So I feel like this is you in this current position. Like you need to let go, but you're currently deceiving yourself about something, right? And then we have the, it was something that was loved. It was something that you wanted, 3 of Swords, right? And now here comes 4 of Cups, right? This is where it seems to me like this is going to hurt. This hurts, right? Like, because what comes up with the 4 of Cups is like, you know, entitled wastefulness. Like, so what? I like it. I like them, right? This is getting played or fucked over and you still like, oh, well. This is that phone call that's coming through and it's someone else and you want to throw the phone because it's not your person, the person that you want to hear from, right? It's not the opportunity that you wanted, right? It's not the... But with the 4 of Cups, what it actually shows me when the 4 of Cups is here is that you know you're not getting what you're supposed to be getting. You know that you're not getting reciprocation. You know you're not getting loyalty, right? All right, let me get some clarifiers. This time is about action and reflection. That Aquarius full moon is going to it's going to amplify, because of course that's what full moons do, is amplify. But it's going to amplify like, it's going to bring up like subconscious baggage, right? It forces like hidden fears, right? It forces you to like bring that stuff to the surface, the suppressed emotions, right? This reminds me when I first started going through like my spiritual awakening and I didn't know what was going on. Like I would, when full moons would come, I would like snap off on the person who I was like dating at the time. It's been shit, 7 years now. But at the time, I would like snap. And I didn't know what it was, but it was always the full moon, right? Because it would be like I would be holding in this thing, and then full moon night or the day before, oh baby, I would call that phone. I'll never forget. This is so not me, and this is how I knew that there was an energy that was amplifying how I felt. I just didn't know what it was because I didn't follow the moon at the time. I remember calling his job. So this Three of Cups wants to come out in the reverse. Let me tell you something about the Three of Cups in the reverse, okay? Three of Cups in the upright is always, it's happiness, joy, friends, party, right? Small circle, right? A girls trip, right? I also think of it spiritually. I think of the Three of Cups as like your spiritual team rooting for you, right? The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, right? The Trinity, the Mother, the Father, the Child, right? So I always think of that when I see the Three of Cups, and it coming out in the reverse. It just, these two, past and present, it is telling me that it's something that's upside down. Like, it's something that literally is like, man, what the fuck, right? And this is just being out of sorts. You may even feel like, damn, I've been out of sorts. Like no other fucking reversal. This deck is not in the reverse, right? And this is the Ace of Swords. So you might be feeling confused, maybe feeling like you just have not been able to grasp an idea and hold on to it. Like you want to do something, but it's not. It's like, it feels like whatever it is that you're trying to do, you just can't get it off the ground. You just can't make it work. But that is to push you to the level of, especially all these planets that's about to be in retrograde. Like, people talk about Mercury retrograde, but honey, Pluto retrograde, Neptune, Saturn, and Chiron, 4 astral bodies are currently or about to be in retrograde at the same time. And we'll talk about that a little bit later, because I have my notes ready for this reading for the, as you see, I started out for the Aquarius full moon, but these reversals is more important right now. Like, I promise I will come back and I will make a video specifically for Aquarius full moon. But to the person that this reading is touching and this reading is for, you have felt out of sorts. You have not been getting what it was that you wanted. You have been holding on, right? When there was no party. You have been in a position where currently you need to let go of something, but you're deceiving yourself about what it is that's going on with this thing that you need to let go of, and you are not clear. You still have so many questions. Like, I will put a link in the description where you can get a personal reading from me. Yeah, Ten of Swords. And I knew this card was going to come in the upright. I knew it. There was no doubt that this card was going to come in the upright. And it's the Ten of Swords. You're holding too much, my love. This is a burden, right? This is a burden, and you're going to continue to hold it because it's the mind. It's not letting it settle. This is where you're like, why would they do this to me? I never would do this to them. Like I said, it doesn't have to necessarily be a person. It can be an entity. It can be a club. It can be like I said, like a social club, like a school, work, right? This is something that you fucking loved, and for some reason it hurts to let it go. And you're currently like, and you probably still will for a while, kind of waste a little bit more time until you get burnt out. That's the Ten of Swords, and that'll be until you get burned out. This type of reading is definitely I encourage whoever this reading is for, because if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, leave it behind. But for whoever this is, I will put a link in the description box for I do live readings every day, but I also do private readings, and I'll put a link where you can get in touch with me to book. Yeah. Let me get you a word of affirmation. My presence lingers in their thoughts long after I've left the room. All right. That is the affirmation that you can say every day, especially if you're dealing with someone that is not giving you what it is that you need right now. All right. I love you, and I'll be back.